Hi everybody, welcome back. This is a mini album tutorial using Lucky Star from Fern Studios, and this is a design project for Scrap and Create. So last time we made our pages and we are going to do some matting. Again, this is for Scrap and Create. You can get all your supplies there. I have cut a lot of mats but not all of them. Let me slide that to the side and we'll get going. I am using the 12 by 12 and the 8 by 8. I'll try to remember to point out which mat came from where as we go. Most of the mats so far have been 12 by 12, but not all. You know what? I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to do page 2 first, just so I can get rid of this mat that's kind of floating around on me. I'm going to use walnut stain, but I'm not really inking most of these heavily. I'm just knocking down that white core on the paper. This is the big 12 by 12 sheet with the circle, and I just centered the crown to get my mat. This is the top edge. Okay, don't have to do the bottom, it's going in the pocket. I hope the sound is okay because it is coming down in buckets outside and thundering, so I apologize if it's annoying. The width of these pages, unless you wanted to do piecing or color blocking, pretty much precludes using the 8 by 8s on anything that has to go all the way across the page. But there's plenty of room for them in other spots. Plus we have lots and lots of inserts, side pocket inserts, so everything will get used, I'm sure. See, I'm trying to keep most of the glue away from the bottom of this mat because it's going in the pocket. Okay. Don't put it down until you've got it where you want it. And reasonably straight. There we go. And where's my little... Looking for my little flat ruler that I like to use. No, I just had it. You know what? I have a pile of scraps over here. It's probably buried in them. Here it is. I like to use this to burnish down my inside my pockets. Okay, here we go. All right, so that was page 2, which I did first just to get that out of the way. Okay, so now we have this. Now this is, pretty sure this was from the 8 by 8. Because I love that little owl. Okay. And this is going to go right here. Okay, and then this one is going to go here, and this was a 12 by 12, And what I did for this is I cut this piece off the bottom right corner, and then I cut this piece from the bottom left corner, and it left a narrow piece, which you'll see later, that we're going to put on a belly band. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Now, one thing that I'm trying to do is make sure that the top line and bottom line of these mats are lined up. As you all know, I don't mind if things are a little crooked or, you know, a little bit one way or a little bit the other. It doesn't really bother me, and I think it doesn't, nobody really notices it. But if you have a straight line across that is not lined up, people would notice that. That would bother me. Okay, and then this one's going here. And you'll notice on this mat, I'm going all the way to the fold line right over that tab. On these, I left that tab because, you know, these are flipping, so you can't put a mat there. But this one you can. Just spreading out some of those places where I got a little too much glue. And again, I'm trying to make sure I've got a straight line across. That looks good. Okay, so there we have that, we have that, and we have that, and this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the branding strip along the edge of the paper, but the backs are solid patterns, so you can use those, and we probably will in some places. All right, so 1 and 2 we have done. Okay, let's grab 3 and 4. Okay, this where. Okay. All right, so this is page 3, and I have the mats for the 2 flaps and the inside, but not for the, that's backwards, that goes like that. I was thinking, why did I have that there? But not for the pockets and the inside of the pockets, or the inside of the flaps, but at least we have some. So let's get these down. This is from the 8x8. This bird is from the lower right corner of the 8x8 sheet. And then this one is from the upper left corner of the 12x12 sheet. It was left over from cutting some other things. And I like mixing the scale. Did I get both sides? Yeah. Back to these later. That is really pretty. Okay. And then this is from the 8x8 with the stripes. And it has the little owl on the back. But we've already used the owl, so I'm okay with that. And this one I'm inking pretty heavily because it's quite light. Okay. And we might add some ephemera or something to that down the road. Okay, now this page is the one that has the belly band fake pocket situation. Well, it's not a fake pocket, it's a real pocket. It's a hidden pocket. So in order to maintain the illusion, we need to use a continuous mat across here. So what I did is I took the 8x8, I cut it off just above the top of the lantern, and then from there I measured and cut off from the bottom to give me my 6 3/8 inch mat. And then I just cut it right in half, 4 inches on one side, 4 inches on the other. So that's going in the pocket, and this one's going under this belly band. That will help us maintain the illusion that this is just a belly band, and the pocket will be a little surprise. Okay, I don't know why I inked the side that's going under the band, but I did. Okay, just double checking for fit. Looks good. Okay. I'm going to turn this so I can get at it just a little easier. Get in there. There we go. And again, I'm going to try to line that up with the mat that's on the band. Okay. Over there. Go. Okay, and this one. Now make sure when you put this in that it is going in the pocket, not under the belly band. Okay, and then again you want to try to line it up so we get a straight line across. It's really important with this one because remember, this is supposed to be or look like it's a single mat. It's not as straight as I might like it, but it's fine. Done. All right. Okay, so that is 3 and 4. 2, that's 3. Okay, so we have those go like that. So we have that, and then we have that, and then we have this, and then to go with that, I have this one, which I don't have all of the mats cut for yet. Let me see, hang on, that goes there. So this is the piece I mentioned earlier that we had left over. So it's a little narrow, but I'm okay with that. I'll work with it. Okay, so we have a few more mats to pick for there, but that's that. And then here, these two. I need to pull that over here. I keep reaching over there. Okay, so now on this one, I just want to show you what I did so you don't do the same. This is the top edge of the paper, and I started to cut my measurement, which, how big is it? 5 7/8 from, no, 5 3/8 from the top. And I started to cut. I took a little chunk out of it. But then I realized if I kept going, I was going to cut through this jewel. So what I ended up doing is I shifted the paper over, I cut it so I was right below that jewel, and then I turned it and cut my 6 6, 5 3/8 from this side. So this won't show once it's glued down, but I'm glad I caught myself before I did that. Okay, go. And I don't have anything for the inside yet of this page. I have that for the outside of the pocket. Or not pocket, flat. And this is the 8x8. No, it can't be. It's the end of the bottom of the 12x12 where we put on page, what page that was. Page 2, I guess. Okay, there is that. And, all right, so these two go together. We just need something for there, plus the inside. There's that. 7, I don't have anything yet because I haven't finalized my decision what to do there. This is the pocket that we did together last time. It's really a tuck spot. And this is what I decided, which is actually from the same sheet. Keep my sleeve out of the glue. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky to do because there's just not a lot of room to play with. And over here I added a little extra glue to hold it down, so I think I may just have to take whatever I can get with this mat. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. And you can see it's rippling a little. I think I maybe didn't get this page base as flat as I would like, but once everything's matted, it'll be fine. Okay. There we go. And 7 doesn't have anything yet. Okay. That is everything that I had already cut out. So I'm going to take a break, and when I come back I will have more mats cut and we'll put some more down. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so page 7. I dithered a bit about this one because I just really wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. I definitely wanted to use this window. The problem I was running into was, did I want to do anything else? Plus, this is the 12x12, and it was going to be a tight fit to use that window, and I wasn't going to get any of the rest of the design. But the 8x8, if you look at this, was going to be too narrow. So what I've done is I cut a little bit off the top and another piece off the bottom. Here's the piece that I cut off the bottom. Okay. And then I took the piece that I cut off the top and I'm going to put it over here so that I can mat the whole thing. And I thought about putting magnets under it because I like putting removable things in my books, but I don't think I want to do that. I think this would just make a good spot for a photo right there. So I'm just going to put it down as is. Oh, this ink pad is getting so dry. I need to get a new one, or at least a re-inker. Okay, so I'm going to put this narrow one down first because it's probably not cut straight because it's so narrow, and I can just overlap it with the other one and it'll look like it is straight. Okay. this one down first. And you could also do something contrasting along that border, but I haven't done anything else like that throughout the book, so I didn't want to do it here. You know what? I want to check and make sure I've got this right side up. Probably should have done that first. Okay, here we go. And then this I'm going to put here, and this way, if it overlaps that little strip slightly, that's fine. I just want to make sure that this looks straight. And are they the same length? This one is a hair longer, but I'm not too concerned about that. It's not noticeably. You'd have to really look to see. My sleeve so I don't get it in the glue. I hope that my lights don't look weird today. Saying that I hope my lights don't look weird because I started some seeds today for my spring garden, which where I live is actually, I'm kind of late, but and I keep my grow lights. I have a table with grow lights on the other side of this room. I do everything in this room. It's my office, it's my little gardening space, it's my craft space. But anyway, so the grow lights are on, and they're strange colors. Okay, there we go. That's good. All right, so that's 7 and 8. This down here. And I did end up, I don't know if I mentioned it. Oh, you know what, have we done the rest of these? We haven't. Okay. Okay, so we finished 7. Now let's go through and make sure we've got all the rest of the mats that need doing done. Okay, so I've got here. All right, let's do these. Oops, I don't want to lose track. That was 1 and 2. Okay. All right, so these I have, you can see they're similar, but the color shifts slightly as you go across. So let me get everything inked. So that is 1, this is 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't need anything. This is 5, and it has a mat that we need to do right here. It's 2 mats actually. This one in the pocket and this one here. My Alexa just went off. I think I just got a delivery. Okay. There we go. And I'll be right back. It is pouring rain outside, so I don't want to leave my package outside. Hang on. Okay. So we have that one and that one. Now this is where I ended up cutting into the other 12 by 12. Let's see, I use the collage sheet here, and then I needed the other 12 by 12 for this stripe because I used this side somewhere else. Lots of room for pictures on this page, and I'm sure you've noticed I almost never put specific photo mats down, because once you've put a photo mat down, that's it, you're committed. It has to be that size photo, it has to go in that exact spot. By leaving it free to just put a photo down wherever you want, I think it's just more flexible. And if you choose not to put a photo down, you've got your pretty paper. Okay. That is that one and that one. We just did 7, so there's 7 and 8 is done. All right, that is it, all of our pages. Okay, so next time we'll be putting these in the cover. So check the cutting guide, which is linked down below. It's free, of course. Get your sizes, go ahead and make your cover. If you need instructions for how to make a cover, I have a video, and I will try to remember to link it here, but it's in my Construction Basics playlist. Just be careful when you're making your cover. If you usually make vertical albums, don't put vertical, spine vertical. You're going to be going horizontal, spine horizontal with your pieces, if that makes sense. Okay, and I guess that is it. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is a project for Scrap and Create. You can get your supplies there. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.